Hello, it's Mary Ellen from Create With Me, and I'm here in the Creativity Nest. I'm back in the Creativity Nest. It's been a while. I've been gone for 3 weeks. It's been, well, 4 weeks now. And so I don't know, I might make a lot of mistakes. I don't know, just bear with me. But I have some fun things to talk about and some fun things to show you. So, how's everyone been? I've missed everybody. Chime in and let me know you're watching. If you're watching, I see I've got some rain coming in, so hopefully we can stay on for a few minutes anyway, and we'll just see. So, could be all a whole new thing for me. So chime in, let me know you're watching, that you're here, that you got my message that I was going live at 2 o'clock, and then I'll get started. So, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. See, I told you I would make some mistakes. So I've been gone. I was on the Stampin' Up incentive trip, which was a cruise to Norway, and I had a grand time. If you were on Create With Me, you saw a lot of my pictures and what a great time we had while we were gone. And so one of the things that we do is we do a swap, a Trip Achiever swap, and they post the cards in the hospitality room. And so you get to go in and take pictures and look at them. And of course, I fell totally in love with this card that I'm going to show you today. So this card that I'm going to share was created by my friend Cindy Baughman. She lives in Hawaii. I got to spend a lot of time with her. She's just the nicest lady. I really enjoy her company. She shared a lot of things with me, but this card is just adorable. So I'm going to take you down on my desk and I'm going to show you her card, a picture of her card. I took a picture on the board and I blew it up, and then I'm going to recreate it with a little bit of changes on my part. So let me take you down to my desk right here. So this is the card. It's with the bird's eye view stamp set, and this is a card that Cindy made. And I just thought, oh my gosh, is that not the most adorable card ever? So, like I said, this is just a picture of Cindy's card off the board that I blew up, and I'm going to recreate it for you today. So I made a few changes as we do. And so I just want to show you those and show you my finished card and how to create this card because it's so, so cute. So it's the new Bird's Eye View stamp set. This is out of the new annual catalog, the 2023-24 annual catalog. It may not have caught your eye, but it definitely caught my eye. And hopefully after today, it'll be on your wish list. So of course it has birds, and you know I love birds. I'm in the Creativity Nest, so anything about the birds. And then these adorable glasses. Just make this, just make these birds so cute. So I'm going to set that aside. And I used a couple different stamp sets on mine for greetings. So I use this, and I'm going to show you that right now. So I use the Swedish cherries because you might want to know. And I use the word friend. And then I picked the artistically inked and I use the word hello. So it would say hello, friend. And, you know, I thought it was funny because artistically ink is a stamp set that's come back in the catalog. And haven't used the word hello. I've used a lot of these stamp sets from the stamp, but not the word hello. And look at the best wishes. I mean, that font is just adorable. So I'm definitely putting that at the top of my list to use these stamp sets. So I had to mount the word hello, and then I'm going to do hello, friend, because you know what? I missed you. So here's the pieces. I'm going to bring them in one at a time. So what you're going to need is you're going to need the card base, and it's cut 7.5 by 4.25, 7.5 by 4.25. Then you're going to score it on the long side at 1 3/4. So I did that in advance. There it is right there, 1 3/4. And I'm using Granny Apple Green. And as you saw, my friend Cindy, she used the new Bubble Bath. But I wanted to use the Granny Apple Green. Then you're going to also need another piece. You're going to cut it from this same piece. It's going to be, 11 by 4.25. And you're going to cut off a piece that is 1 3/4. So it matches here. It's going to be the piece that goes down there. Then you can take your middle and you can die cut with the nested essentials. These are the new Nested Essential dies. And I'm going to use these two smallest ones here. And you can cut this piece, the bigger one, right out of this scrap that it comes out of the middle if you like. I actually am changing mine up on this card. And I'll show you the card. This is the card I made with the Granny Apple Green. So this is a Granny Apple Green. But I decided on mine that I'm going to use both colors. I'm going to use the Bubble Bath and the Granny Apple Green. Then you're going to take the smaller of the two nested dies and a piece of scrap paper, and you're going to cut out of basic white or whatever color matches your color scheme. So we're done with those dies. I pre-cut those for you. So I'm going to put those away. Then you're going to need some designer series paper, and you're going to need two pieces of designer series paper that are going to go be layered, and it's going to be, so this is going to be 1.5 by 4, and the same up here, 1.5 by 4. So we can go ahead and mount those now right on our card. So 1.5 by 4 of designer series paper, and this is the eclectically delight. No, I'm going to say it wrong. I've got it in the header of this video of I've got all the supplies. So look in there if this paper is something that that you love too as much as I do. So this pack of designer series paper that this came out of is definitely eclectic. It's got all different styles of paper. And so this one is the one that Cindy used. And so I wanted to create it using that. So chime in and let me know if you're watching. Then you're going to need the card inside. And I just used a piece that is 4 inches by 5.25. And I'm going to go ahead and mount that. Normally I would stamp it first, but because of the way we're doing this card, I'm going to go ahead and mount it so that I know exactly where I'm going to stamp my greeting. And if I do make a boo-boo, then I'm going to have to figure out how to cover it up. But for now, we're going to go ahead and mount it. So I'm going to take that measurement off there. Make sure you got that. You can go back and snag a picture. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put this at the bottom. I'm going to close this. And this piece right here is what is going to hold my card together. So I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive at the top and the bottom of my Nested Essential die. I'm going to use my seal. So you want to make sure that this is tight on the bottom, and you can put this, snuggle it up over to the edge. I'm just making sure I'm kind of mounted in the middle. Okay, and that's going to hold our card together just like that. Okay, then you can go ahead and mount the basic white because we're not going to be stamping on it, and that's just a layer inside of a layer. So cute. Okay, so we can stamp our words, and like I said, I use the words hello friend. Hello from the Artistically Inked, and friend is from Sweetest Cherries. So I'm going to start with the word friend. I'm going to ink it up with Memento ink. Okay, just like that. I want to make sure I have a good inking. I think it's pretty good. And I'm just going to put the word right here, friend. And then I'm going to put the word hello right above it. Just like that. So it says hello, friend. Oh, why I have the ink out, I'm going to stamp my bird. So I'm going to stamp my bird on a piece of scrap paper, and you're going to have to watch me cut this out. And I'm going to stamp my glasses on my bird. Set those right there. Look, I mean, it's so cute. It's already cute. Okay, so we're going to do some coloring. So I'm going to bring in my scrap paper, my small grid paper, when I do some coloring. And I'm going to start with my light Pool Party. And I'm just going to ink up my bird in Pool Party. Kind of going to avoid his beak a little bit. But I'm not going to I'm going to do this super quick and easy. Okay, then I'm going to bring in the dark pool party. And where it's got dark, where it's got little artistic lines, I'm going to darken it up just like that. And then I'm going to blend it in with the nib end just to blend out that shading. So that blends it. So you've got the shading, but you don't have the dark lines. So, hi Heather. Oh, I'm glad you love this set. I do too. I really love it. It was on my list right away. So we're gonna do a little beak with I got pumpkin pie dark, and then I've got the light bubble bath, and I'm gonna add some cheeks, some adorable cheeks. I'm pretty much copying this just like my friend Cindy did, because she did such a great job. And then I'm going to get the light parakeet party, and I'm going to add a little bit of green at the belly. Okay, just like that. And I'm going to bring in the light granny apple green right down here. And I'm going to come back with the light parakeet party and blend it a little bit with the nib. Blend it out a little bit. So super, super cute. Okay, there's my little bird. Just like that. Isn't that cute? So I'm going to go ahead and give it a little cut, a quick cut with my snips. And I'm sorry that you have to watch me cut out, but this is a super easy image to cut, so it shouldn't take but a second. But let me tell you a little bit about what's going on in my life. So as you know, we've been gone. We went to Norway. We went to London. We flew into London. We went to Norway on a cruise. We had a delightful time. And then Chuck and I stayed and took the train up to Scotland and spent another, I don't know, I think it was 9 days in Scotland with people we didn't know and on a bus tour. And we had a wonderful time. Met some glorious people that I really enjoyed spending time with. And now we're back. We got a wonderful cold right as we left the ship. So most of the time we were in Scotland, we were coughing and hacking, but it didn't deter us from having a great time. And we're just now starting to kind of feel better. So on the road to recovery and back stamping today. This is my first day stamping. So I'm super excited about just getting some colors out and doing some fun stamping. So here's the little bird. It's so, so cute. Just adorable. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some dimensionals. I've got a little package right here. And I'm going to pop it up with dimensionals. I'm just going to put them right on the paper here. So, because if I put it over here, it might go off. I don't know exactly where it's going to sit. So I'm going to put it on just like that. Okay. And one of the things I love about my friend Cindy and her artwork is she always finishes her stuff, because remember I said she's from Hawaii, with a little flower. And a lot of her little characters have flowers. So I die cut these 3 flowers. They're from 3 different sets. Let's see. This is from the Crafting for You. This one here is from Zany Zoo. And this one is from something. It's called something. I'm not just saying it's from something. I'm just saying it's called something something. So I think that Cindy used this big flower here, but I'm going to use the small flower and I'm going to attach it. I don't know. I kind of like the tulip. Let me see. The tulip is adorable too, but then it feels like it's a crown. It almost feels like it's a crown. So let me see. Maybe I do want this little flower. Let me see if I bend it up a little bit. Sometimes you have to manipulate your stuff. Just take your bone folder and kind of swipe it around, giving it a little curl. Yeah, that could be cute too. So I'm going to agree with Cindy on that. I'll show you on my other one. I use the other flower. I'm going to use a little dimensional. No, this is a little mini glue dot. There's a hole in the middle, so it didn't want to stick. And I'm going to put that there. And then I want to embellish everything with some embellishment. So I'm going to get my take your pick tool and make sure there's a little bit of, can't decide if I want yellow. I think I do. Want a little yellow in the middle, or do I want pink? I don't know. Pink could be cute too. It's not too late. I think I can take it off. I like the pink. Okay, so I'm going to put a little pink. This is the 4-pack of, this is the Tinsel Gems 4-pack. So I'm going to put a couple gems here. And there's my card. Super cute. Inspired by my friend Cindy Baughman. It's adorable. I love this little bird. And if you want to buy the Bird's Eye View stamp set, here it is again. And here's my other card. I'm going to show you both so that you can see the difference. This one was all in Granny Apple Green, and this one I used Granny Apple Green and the Bubble Bath. And then my friend Cindy, she used hers in all Bubble Bath, which is so adorable too. So there are the cards. So if you're interested in that, you can, there is a link above in the video with the add to cart, and you can add that to your cart if you'd like it. So I'm glad you can join me. At least Heather's watching. So if anyone else is, just chime in. Even if you're late, that's okay. Let me know that you're watching, and I will catch you guys on Friday. I think I'm going to have coffee class in person, and then I'm going to try to jump on and do the card afterwards. So I might be a little bit later than normal. It depends on if we can stop talking to each other because it's been so long. So I hope that we can have a nice visit, and then I'll pop on sometime by noon on Friday and we'll do the card together. So have a good day, everybody. Bye.